How's it going, guys? It's Mr. Lone Wolf, and today there's two missions, but one's just a pretty simple, easy one. Activate the crane at the steel mill. It wants an object delivered from over here, where there's that like wonky bridge I had to get the AI across to yesterday, and then bring it over there, and yeah, you unlock a crane. And I was like, oh my god, it's this crane. Right, I think I'd rather do a mission to lock it. Like, if it was available and I had to deliver something for it to not be available. That would have been better. Yeah, these drivers, they're getting there. See? The threat of a dictatorship. Gets them across that bridge. The box I've got to deliver is to the right of the screen now. Yeah, just for a little reference of where it is. I sent, yeah, the AI route there, the Azov things. I had this mule nearby. From messing around with the bridge. Yeah, because it stole the rail bridges from me. Still not getting over it. I'm still owed rail bridges and a Kelly. Maybe she just went on holiday. She was saying she was going to go on holiday, wasn't she? Maybe they'll just slip her back in for like the part 2 DLC, and she'll just play it off like she was in Spain or something. Oh yeah, to go and deliver this stupid box. The reason I got this mission done first is the next main mission of this video is called like build a toxic waste facility, and even though I knew 99.9% likely I wasn't going to use this crane, it's in the yard where some of the missions need to be done, so it was kind of like just for, I don't know, common sense sort of like I may as well get it unlocked first. Need to get a bit more sand across here. It was me yesterday trying to execute the AI drivers for not getting across there. Even I was struggling a little bit. My little road came in handy though. Although at one point in this next mission you've got to build an AI route from the sand quarry, which is like off to the right of the screen, and I'll have to cut across here. And I said yesterday or whenever it was when I laid this road that it probably would have been a little better being a bit more straight onto the quarry. It's not the end of the world. I'll lay a little bit of sand, but this is partly why I left this little bit of the video in, because that's basically where I'm going to have to send the AI vehicles at some point. At least this road has actually came in handy a few times. Yeah, there's that crappy blue crane we unlocked. It's just the controls from it. It doesn't help that down on my D-pad doesn't work, but even then, they're just awkward. But now, right when I was going for me gate ramming, the bloody frame rate got me. Yeah, these gates, they don't bounce back like they used to. I don't know if they've purposely, like, maybe they saw me ramming into them and bouncing off them to get them open, but I didn't want to open it all the way because, as you can see, there's like a white box. The next mission is to like clear a load of objects from there, so I wasn't sure if the fence would get in the way, because I was kind of thinking like I'll bring the dozer and ram some stuff, so yeah, for now I'll leave the gate kind of half flapped. But yeah, that's that mission done, so again that's apparently that blue crane unlocked. And then this one, yeah, build a toxic waste storage facility, which there's 5 things. There's clear the area of objects, which is that yard I just drove through where I rammed the gate. An infrastructure route, which wants to go from the sand quarry. It's actually like just south of this steel mill to like the other sand quarry mound you can see at the bottom of that island. Deliver a vehicle. It's a bloody semi-truck, which I thought would actually be quite simple, really. Not going that way, I'll go across like the pivot bridges. I don't know why I did the camera that way. To here somewhere. And then there's resources, 6 steel beams, which I'm at the steel mill so I can craft enough. And then 5 logs, which from a previous mission I happen to have a logger forwarder thing, whatever, crayfish, all that lot there. So yeah, there is quite a few things to be done. Then warehouse 501 will be restored. So I thought, start off, I'll get this bloody semi-truck done, since it's like, I don't know, I thought this journey would be kind of easy, because it's made like me build some roads and all sorts going along, and I've built a few of my own roads, but I was thinking it should be main road really for the majority of it. I was tempted there to follow the train tracks along, but I kind of figured this thing might get hooked on them and not have the guts to climb off them. And the option was to go ahead. I only went to go up here for more the curiosity. I didn't even think it'd get stuck this quick, but I was curious if it'd make it up that level of hill, and we didn't even get that far. And then yeah, when I got to the other end here, it started crawling through a little bit, and then it just stopped. It was having none of it. So yeah, thankfully had me dozer nearby from building the road previously. Give it a little bit of encouragement. Drove it, it got stuck again here, and it's like, for God's sake, I can see how this is going to go. This stupid truck, I'll shove it far enough so it goes over the rail tracks, because I thought it probably won't even have the power to drag its own trailer over that hump. And then yeah, onto the road, which it barely made it. Just crawling on there. Drop the hammer a little bit. Random. They're watching us. I don't know what the hell it was floating in the air, but it was. And then yeah, when we got to the other side here, it just immediately bled all its speed, started wheel spinning, as near as makes no difference, got stuck, and I was like, right, that's enough of that. Can already tell how that's going to go for the rest of the bloody journey. Yeah, went and bought another one of these. I could have recovered. I've got 2 on this map somewhere, but I like to go and just buy a new vehicle, and then yeah, most of the time anyway. Yeah, I bought the search and rescue mule because it's got a winch on it. I just thought I'll just tow this thing because it's just going to be a pain in the arse. It can't possibly be quicker than this. Since it gets stuck every 2 minutes. Well, not like 2 minutes, 2 feet. Yeah, bit of fast forwarding, but as you can see, pretty steady progress once we're towing it. So I assumed along here it'd be alright, but it's too late now. It's missed its chance, and along all this road. And then when I got to here, I couldn't really remember which of the 3 squares I wanted to go in, so I was like, I'll just drive through them. I kind of had a feeling it wasn't that. I thought it'd be this one because of the little icon, like a, I don't know, like a GPS marker dot thing. I personally wouldn't recommend doing this because when you've already put the truck in the zone and you switch to it, it instantly takes it and it just pops up saying unknown, unknown. And this time, touch wood, it seemed to be fine. But I did that on... what map was it? It might have been Sunken. Whatever it was, I delivered something with a loaf and it kind of did that unknown, unknown, and then I got a bit of a glitch afterwards where it wouldn't let me access any other missions or vehicles. It was just kind of locked all my buttons out of working. So, yeah, I would personally just drop the truck off, like, you know, a metre away from the box and then just drive it in. That's what she said. Yeah, next one is doing an AI route, which, yeah, is from that sand quarry, so I'm just going to quickly send this thing in. I probably could just loop them, like, slightly south of the quarry and then connect to that road I've already laid. And yeah, like I say, I was blaming the AI yesterday. Now I'm getting stuck. It's actually a pretty slippery, awkward road because there's just 0 grip on it, so as you can see that, like, as soon as I got onto that slightly sloped bit, the tyres are just skidding off. Got a bit of an angle though, and we're all good. Let's say at some point, well, I don't know, let's say, it's on the to-do list. I might go back there at some point. If this bloody sand quarry radius was a bit bigger, that'd be nice. Yeah, I think it just spawns the vehicles, like, in the middle of that sand quarry. There's not like a building it comes out of, so at this point you can see to the right of me there's like the terrain sort of a bit high and a bit crazy, so lay some sand through here, connect back up to my main road. Well, main road. Use the term main loosely. Dozer, come on, flatten it. And yeah, I was sort of running a bit behind tonight. Not too bad, but I was kind of like, I needed to... I was thinking like, right, just a normal mission will be pretty good, and then it was like, build a toxic waste storage facility, 5 different things to do. It's like, oh man. But it actually wasn't too bad, because all the stuff is quite centralised around the steel mill, apart from delivering that bloody semi-truck. Yeah, you can see this thing was struggling a hell of a lot as well. I'm even in marching mode, so I've got the bucket thing lifted up. That was still nearly clipping it, but just the lack of grip going on. It's like you're skidding around on ice, really. I mean, yeah, this was like a bit of a rough, you know, wasn't exactly taking me time kind of trying to build a nice road here. As long as we can get them through to my main road, we're all good. It'll do to flatten a bit of this out while I'm heading down here. And then I want to use this vehicle to push all the, like, clear the objects in the steel mill. So I was going to drive it over, but I just parked it up for now, just because I thought on the off chance if the AI vehicles get stuck or whatever, I can, like, it might be a bit of road I need to flatten out. That's the area it wants me to clear. And yeah, like I say, the start just starts there next to, like, the actual sort of sand quarry trailer looking thing that's already there, but unlike normally where they sort of spawn out of buildings, it's not for this one. And yeah, it's to this point like another sand quarry just south of the steel mill, really. It doesn't really tell you that until you click on the route, but whatever. Now, the good news was, I kind of had hope once I realised it was sending a Voron. I think, I could be wrong, but I think this is the first time. Oh no, I suppose there was those sand delivering Vorons. Actually, I was going to say, I've not seen many like AI like Vorons. It's normally semi-trucks or Azovs on this map. And then the frame rate died, as it seems to do every day for some reason. As I loaded it back up, these were about to have a crash. They just about made it. The Voron started getting stuck, but he dropped the hammer at the last minute. Yeah, these are like, they've added this cover onto the Vorons, which, to be honest, I've not even spawned my own Voron since. I don't know if we get them on our own vehicles or if it's like an extra AI vehicle detail. And then while that's ticking along, that's why I got the infrastructure route, the AI thing, sort of on the go. So while I'm getting logs and all the rest of it, if it does fail, I can tweak it. But I think in the end it just got straight there. So pretty good stuff. And yeah, next up, need 5 trees. If only it went about this quick. To be fair, I don't really mind. Like, I think this Aramatsu crayfish is pretty decent for the purposes of logging. Like, it does what it's supposed to do, and it doesn't really castle. Yeah, I think the off-roading's not bad on it for what it is and all the rest of it, so I can't actually complain. I think it's a pretty decent vehicle. They've not made it like trollishly annoying, and there's no other option. It's been expertly parked. L34 logger. I call them both logger things. Is this a forwarder or something? I don't know. This is real-time speed. That was actually the loaf loaded them logs. You might not have seen it, but it was. Take my word for it. No, I fast-forwarded it at like 33,000%. I was just curious what it'd let me scroll up to. I could have kept going, but I got bored by the time I got to 33,000, and I figured it's a bit of a tiny clip to speed up that much anyway. But yeah, there we go. That's what 33,000% looks like. Yeah, just drive those logs into that zone. Once they're in the zone, it just ticks it off the list. And then yeah, at this point, I wanted me dozer back. I wasn't sure. It was saying clear the area, and I saw there was like cargo containers and that in there. I was hoping like quite a lot of the stuff looked like it wasn't at the edge, but as you can see all the stuff on the left, it's against the wall, and it's just going to be a bit of a pain. I was surprised actually. This dozer normally pushes a lot better. I think it might be because of the rough terrain. Like, I think before when I've pushed these, they've probably been skidding around in a yard or whatever. Whereas, yeah, it's actually really struggling at the minute, just pushing 2 of them, which I'm sure before on different maps I've pushed 3, sometimes 4, I think. But a good chunk of the things were able, like, I can shove that cargo container, and that took 4 or 5 pipes with it. There's a few little barrels and these sort of cable spool things. And then, yeah, the rest of the stuff, I was like, well, I went over, gave it a go. Already this cargo container got, like, wedged against the wall, so I had to sort of jiggle around to prop it off this way. Pushing some of it, see, that's at least 3. And then, yeah, I don't, like, it probably can't push that many, but I think they're just getting stuck against the wall as well. And again, I knew I wouldn't be enjoying this thing, but just for the fact that it literally allowed me to unlock it the mission before, and then all these were here, I was like, well, I'll give it a go. I mean, if you could have a winch option, but yeah, oh god, it's going to make me do down on the D-pad. It's F on the keyboard. Maybe I could have repositioned it, but long story short, I knew I didn't really want to use this anyway, and then yeah, it's bloody useless. Just keeps mashing it down further in the ground. Then the camera, I was like, right, fuck that. Where is it? I knew I had one around here somewhere. Got a crane. There it is. This is the parking manoeuvre called I'm too old for this shit. And yeah, just throwing them all over the fence really. Got a good stack going, they all fell onto the mule at some point. And then loads of little barrels. The annoying thing is switching through all the bloody cargo until it offers you the winch point on the barrel. And because of that, you can't just mash your way through the buttons rapidly, because obviously you tend to overshoot it. Yeah, my sat done got that thing out of the way. Made me move some forklifts and stuff as well. There's actually quite a few things for yeah. Oh yeah, we do have a construction zone on it, don't we? Right in the bottom right of the map, so that's probably why I've never took anything there. And then I need to build some steel beams. I've already got 2 in the steel beams facility. I found like a shitload of barrels all kind of propped up in the corner, and since I want to use the mule anyway, and I was in this little scrapyard area, there was a pile of blue flashing scrap here, so I thought I'll grab some of that. Just like 2, I don't know, them great looking things, like a giant plant pot looking thing and a barrel. I was still heading off to like the barrels I've got stashed away, but yeah, I thought I'd grab a bit extra. That's what she said. I've only got to get 6 beams, and I've already got 2, so I only need to craft 4, so I know I should be alright. There is that pipe there to the left of me, but it's a rust. I've found, like, for the amount of room they hog in your sideboard and all the rest of it, they're not really worth it. The broken pipes only seem to give you like a quarter to a third of a pipe. I can't remember how much these barrels give you, but obviously you can fit loads of them in the sideboard, so kind of makes up for it. Got a stack of them, couldn't be bothered getting the rest just because I had to keep at that point switching for all the barrels in my sideboard to maybe let it fire a winch out to one of the barrels I haven't got yet. So yeah, it got to that point, I was like, fuck it, that'll do. That's probably enough for 6. This is how British people think American cars must corner. Yeah, they probably do actually. Probably pretty fun. It's the best way to corner. The drift going on. Went up to from 2 to 7 steel beams, so yeah, all that was only enough for 5, but that's more than I need, so that'll do. And yeah, I can't be arsed driving around again. So this little pile of scrap, it's been a little lifesaver for using this as a shortcut. Couldn't quite make the turn, got caught on the building. Went for another go. Right. Fine, you win. 4, 5, 6. Get them thrown in there. Done. And for some reason, I was like, what? I had 7 beams. I thought I'd spawned 5. Thought it'd stolen a beam off me, but we're all good. Well, that X-Files thing was coming back. Yeah, it's not as easy to jump down this scrap as it is to drive up it for whatever reason, but nonetheless. I don't know if we've ever unlocked that crappy blue crane there either, to be honest. Not going to use it either way, but might be a future mission. And then yeah, drive these into this zone. Job's a good one. Builds all some kind of facility. Sat at that yard it made me clear. Actually moved my dozer and the crane out of the way because they were parked in the way. Goal complete. Great purge. Everyone's been whacked. New main objective. Final journey. And when I was reading them, it's like, secure the remaining barrels. What barrels? Oh god, not those barrels. Locate and secure hazardous barrels. Oh, not more barrels. Round up any leftover chemical tanks. Oh no, not chemical tanks. Collect all remaining chemical tanks. Oh no, not chemical tanks. Oh my god, area revealed. Which was a lie, by the way. And it says area revealed again and again. I would like to know what areas it thinks it revealed, because I don't think it revealed any. I'd already done the main effort. The one bit of area I wanted it to reveal was that bloody cloud in the middle of the map. I made that nice crispy neat edge at the top. Yeah, it could have just got rid of that cloud in the lake that's blocking the view. But no. So yeah, I think I'd already uncovered everything anyway. And then yeah, unlock 4 more missions. They all sound very barrely. There's 1 wanker barrel, 2 wanker barrel, 3 wanker barrels. Oh my god, and like, oh my god, they're everywhere. I might quit. It's like, right, time for SnowRunner. That's enough of them barrels. Oh yeah, and then they all wouldn't take into that warehouse 501, which yeah, sounds like some kind of X-Files location. Because it spawned the cranes in the way, they were blocking the bloody AI vehicle. Found a glitch though. That brown cargo container is kind of wedged into the building, which made my frame rate take an absolute nosedive. Probably not even 10 FPS at some point. You need to know though, for science, place your bets. Cargo container or the house? Well, the house always wins. It's probably a pretty easy one. Done. Is that stupid crane I unlocked? There's a warehouse. Got bottles of water, got all sorts in there. I was trying to have a look at that. And I was like, oh yeah, while I'm here, I suppose get a potential thumbnail. All I know is, get yourself a loaf. Should have towed that semi-truck with a loaf. That would have solved the problem. 81%, I think I was on 78 yesterday, so doing those 2 got me another 3% in the bag. What have I got left? 3 infrastructure, 7 objectives and 4 side objectives, so getting pretty close. I assume the infrastructure requests are obviously not fully filled up because it seems to have not counted all the ones on the original maps. But yeah, anyway, that's about it for today. I hope you enjoyed, I hope it helps. Thanks for watching. Get yourself a loaf because he's a beast, and I'll be back soon.